1 million coins is now easier than ever to get in FC26, and here is exactly how I would do it. As you can see, boys, we're now on over 20 million coins, so I thought we would use this video to wrap out our series of FC26 coin making guides, the final one of the entire year. What a year it's been. And at the end, I'll give you a few little bonus tips on how I would go about doing this right now during Team of the Season. So let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. So as always, we're going to break this down into sections. And since the last time we did one of these, there's some methods that work exactly the same. There's some that work a little bit different. There's some that now just don't work at all. And we've got some completely new methods that we haven't spoke about pretty much all year. Let's go through the 4 steps. 1 to 30k, 30 to 200k, 200 to 500k, and then 500k to 1 million coins plus, which you can just use at pretty much any budget. Right, 1 to 30,000 coins. This is literally the easiest it has ever been, so we will make it very, very quick. This is just basically if you've got no coins, how do you get coins to start doing anything on this game? Because everything revolves around coins, and let's be honest, FIFA points. But getting 1 to 30,000 coins, boys, is kind of easier than ever. EA try and stop us, but we fight through. We fight against them. If you go to the upgrade section, all you're going to want is some of the upgrades that give tradable packs and some of the challenges that give tradable packs. So right now, and it'll change depending on when you're looking at this, but we have marquee matchups that'll always be there once a week. You normally have some sort of like Team of the Season challenge or a challenge SBC. As long as it gives a tradable pack, we're going to take a look at it. If it gives an untradable pack, ignore it. So we'll favorite both of those. And then if we go over into the upgrades tab, we're looking for 2 segment SBCs like the 3x85. And all you're looking for is the packs for the segments to give tradable packs, right? I know it's silver packs, but just trust me, if it gives tradable packs in general, we're going to go complete these. So favorite everything that gives tradable packs. I've already got that favorite. And same with the 5 of 10, 79 play of it right now, gives out 2 tradable silver packs. That's all we want. We just want tradable packs, okay? You're going to basically put untradable cards to get tradable packs back. So when you've done that, go to favorites. If you're starting on a brand new account, you literally have nothing, you're going to jump in and do the daily pack grind because it's free. Like EA have done the thing in recent years where they lower the pack weight. I don't know if you guys have packed anything good recently. I assume not. But they lower the pack weight and then they make it so it's pretty much free to do. So go into your daily bronze, into your daily silver, into your daily common gold, into your daily rare gold. And you do that every single day. You pretty much can do all the tradable packs for free because they just, you put 1 bronze in, get 1 million back, and so on and so on. From that, you can go and do the touch challenge. All the ones with like the 2 segments because it's just rare gold players. You do marquee matchups to the best of your degree. When you're doing this, do marquee matchups with the challenge SBCs first because of course they need certain clubs and they need certain requirements where the upgrades don't. So if we go for a Liverpool Man United, you get a rare mixed player pack. I would do this one first, then the bottom left, then the top right. Like work backwards through these if you can. But the tradable packs you get back from this basically for free. People don't do them anymore. People don't really do marquee matchups or the touch challenge. If you're on someone on 0 to 10,000 coins, you just do all this, 1 set of them from doing the daily upgrades 1 time. You will get probably 30,000 coins, if not 40 or 50 or 60, if you pretty much pack anything. 1 or 2 Team of the Seasons and you're on 60 to 100,000 coins. Is that silly, right? Go and do that. Go and do all these tradable packs. And again, if you're saying, well, I've got nothing to go and do them. The grind's so easy right now with all the dailies that EA are giving out for free. Go and do that. As a little bit of a bonus, of course, you will not worry about being on less than 30,000 coins if you pretty much play any game mode like Rivals, Champs, or Squad Battles. So if you play anything, Rivals, Champs, or Squad Battles, any of them, they're going to give out tradable rewards enough to get you to, 50 or 100 or 200,000 coins. So I always recommend going and doing that, but putting gameplay in a tradable, like trading video, I'm not really comfortable doing. So I'll say go and do the gameplay if you're, doing it anyway. You'll get the coins to go into section 2. But if not, go and do those tradable packs. That is literally all you need to do. Easy as it's ever been. And we can jump into already stage 2, 30,000 coins to 200,000 coins. This is when we really start trading. This is when the coins start flowing. So 30 to 200,000 coins, I would say this is the most important section because it's pretty much one that every single person can go and do. And it is so broken. So we're going to kind of split it into 4 just methods within here. Some of them are, work from previous videos. Some of them are completely new. Starting off, number 1 is make sure to do step 1 as well, right? I know it sounds silly, but do the marquee matchups. Go and do the challenge SBCs because it's a free 30 to 50,000 coins whenever they're out. Why would you not go and do that for how free it is? Also, you can pack something pretty decent. Like, when marquee matchups is out, you can only do it once a week, but just doing the silver packs, you're not going to pack anything decent. But when marquee matchups and the challenge SBC is out, it's literally one of the only tradable packs EA actually give us. They mostly just give us untradable packs because good game. But yeah, it's one of the only tradable packs you can actually go and do. So make sure you're doing that every single week or when they come out and just don't forget it. But first new method for this is going to be our absolute favorite. But someone did go from 10,000 coins to 200,000 coins in like a couple hours on stream doing this. Yes, it is mass bidding. Now, we've covered mass bidding a lot. It's changed a little bit, but not too much. It is the single most broken trading method just in general, I think, on the entire game. So here is when to do it, how to do it, what to buy for, what to sell for. Just completely simplified. What you're mass bidding on, the first thing though, what we're actually going to mass bid on is fodder. I always show Gabriel as a thing, but I'm not even sure 88 are the best rated to do for this right now. But basically, you're mass bidding on fodder, right? It's always going to be fodder. And the reason for that is it's just by far the easiest to make coins on. Easiest way to do it, in my opinion, is just go to the FUT bin, go to the SBCs, go to the cheapest player by rating. You guys hopefully are familiar with this page. Maybe not, but hopefully you are by now. I would do anything that has value, right? So if you see 84s and 83s don't really have any value, like what are you mass bidding for? You can't even sell them for anything, so ignore those. Anything that sells, I would say for 1.2, 1.3 thousand coins plus, even 85s. We're going to talk about 85s a little bit later in this video. They're also the most broken trading method. But anything that's 85, 86, 87, 88, I would stop at probably 89s. 90s have a lot less supply than 89s. Like, it's quite a big difference because there's like so little of them. So 89s and backwards is what I would do. But I promise you, it doesn't matter. Just pick your rating and go from there. So let's say, for example, you did 87s now, okay? So we picked our card. We've got our card. It's 87 rated fodder cards. The next thing we want to do is know when we're doing this. You only ever want to do this in two situations. One, at 6 to 7 p.m. content time, when there's content on the game, people are on the game. And I would say two is during weekend league. If you do it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there's always fodder coming on the market from Champ Supply, right? People get fodder in the packs, tradable, they sell it on the market. So the weekend is even though it says 6, 7 p.m. for the first part, it's always going to be better on a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a little bit Monday as well. But you guys probably know mass bidding already, so secret, GEAD, special tip. I don't know. You guys watch these videos. Hopefully I can give something a little bit back to you guys. Always find filters to mass bid on rather than doing individual cards if they are available. Now, what does that mean? Because that's a lot of bit of waffle. Basically, right, look at these cards here. These are all 87s. We're looking at 87s. Try and spot a few cards that are the only cards for a certain club, a certain nation that fit in the same category, maybe position as well, things that you can filter by on the transfer market. So, for example, and I'll give you guys a really good one, England, Arsenal, women. See the three of them there? Chloe Kelly, Leah Williamson, and Beth Mead. Now, these are all 87, so they currently sell for 1.7 thousand coins. If we just put 1.3 thousand coins in England, gold, rare, Arsenal, women, they all come up. You also get the 89, Russo coming up. You just ignore that, or you can bid on it if you want. But to make it simpler, look at all these 87s here. Just go and throw bids on. Every single one of these will sell for 1.7 thousand coins. I'm not doing this at a time when there's lightning round, supply, weekend league. So whenever I do it now, it's not going to be as good. There's less supply. I'm going to win less of the cards. There's more competition. Yada, 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 right? But when it's content time, when there's weekend league, when there's some sort of supply, go and bid the same price on every single card. So let's say these sell for around 1.7 thousand coins right now. I'm going to go and bid 1.3 thousand coins, right? You don't want to make a lot of profit per card. You will make a lot more profit when it's lightning rounds and stuff like that. But honestly, settle for making a couple of 100 coins per card. Someone's now bidding 1.5 on these, so we're not touching that, right? We're not touching someone who's bidding 1.5. We're going for, say, 1.3 max. Again, it's going to be kind of hard right now, but you do it at content, you do it at weekend league, and you'll win loads of these cards. So you've picked your rating, you've then picked your card, you've then picked what you're buying for. These sell for 1.7. You just need to make a couple 100 coins profit per card. Of course, you want to make a couple thousand, and you can do that during, again, the weekend league and stuff, but you make a couple 100 coins profit per card, right? Now, what do you go and do? You go and bid on all of those cards up to your max price. You have two options. You put one set price in, and you just bid on all the cards at that set price. So you just bid, like, let's say 1.1k on all the cards and just wait. Or you can go and do bidding wars on all these individual cards, right? Some will sell for 1,000, some will sell for 1.2, some will sell for like 900, some will sell for a little bit more and less, right? Especially when there's lightning rounds, you'll get some selling for minimum price, some selling for way above. Either of the methods is fine. Go and throw as many bids on cards as possible. Per like 50 cards you bid on, because that's how many you can bid on at once. You're looking to win at least 10 to 15 cards. Now, if you're someone who's trying to make 3,000 coins profit a card, you might only win 5 cards. But that's still 15,000 coins probably every 5 minutes, right? Which honestly gets you up really, really quick to the next levels. As you can see, as an example here, this Chloe Kelly's currently 1.7 thousand coins, and you win it for 1,000 coins. And this is a crap time to do mass bidding, right? So you would go and sell that for either 1.7 thousand coins, or you can list it a little bit higher for lazies. It won't guaranteed sell, but you can make a few hundred extra coins profit per card. It's still the most broken trading method. You can literally do it all around the clock if you want, or do what I say and just do it at content and weekend league times. And honestly, you'll make 1,000 coins a card, 2,000 coins a card, up to 3,000 or 4,000 at weekend league and peak times. It's so good. Boys, the game has changed. The game has changed. This next method for this section is going to be some sort of fluctuation trading, which we would never have done on such a small budget in the past. But the game has changed. I always say, as a beginner doing fluctuation trading, you guys should have seen this in the videos before. 3 lines in the top left of FUT GG and go to momentum trends. I think, again, it's only available on the web version. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. Nothing like that. Just such a broken way to make coins right now. I would never, ever have shown you this before on a low budget. But like I say, during Team of the Season, the game's now completely different, right? You're going to use this 6-hour version and 12-hour version. They're not too different. I prefer the 6 hour, but I mean, you can kind of use both of them. They're just not too different. All you're going to do is, in this section here, you might have 100,000 coins, 200,000 coins, 50,000 coins. You, of course, trade them in your budget. Now, ideally, if you've got 100,000 coins, you're looking to buy cards that are 30 or 40. You're not looking to buy cards that are 100 and spend it all on one card, right? So let's say we are doing 35,000 coins. Really, really cheap, right? I would do probably here to like 13,000 coins. You want to avoid the sort of discard cards, in my opinion. And we get this page here. Now, let me make this as easy as possible. A lot of these cards are not going to be worth trading because they only go up and down for evolutions, and that's very sketchy. And a lot of these cards are going to be very, very worth trading because they're still meta, despite them not being as meta as Team of the Season cards. People will still use them, even if that is for Evos, I guess. One example here, Lizarazu, right? He is just a decent left back, right? He fits Evos, he's 90 rated, but in general, he's just a decent left back. And as you can see, if we go on his 3-day graph, ups and downs, ups and downs. Now, he's trended up for a little bit, but he has ups and downs, ups and downs. And another good example that came up is this Batcherina guy, right? He has 99 dribbling, decent card, again, good for Evos. People like to use him. So as you can see on his 3-day graph, ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs, right? All you are looking to do is catch these cards when they're at one of their low points and then sell them at their next high point, right? Fluctuation at a low budget is about making little amount of coins, not crazy amount of coins. These here, if you don't know, I'm hoping you guys do, but if you don't know, these are just official sales of the card in the past, right? So 9 minutes ago, one sold at 28,000 coins, but 18 minutes ago, one sold at 21,000 coins. You're trying to be the guy to buy it at 21,000 coins and sell them at 28,000 coins. The reason this works is these cards that are really old do not have a lot of supply on the market, which means even a few minutes, a few like 5-10 minutes can, like if one or two of the cards expire and like are not on the market anymore, can drastically change the price of these cards, even if that's only 7,000 coins. 7,000 coins is better than 0,000 coins, right? So anyway, you go to this page, you put your parameters in. All you are looking for is cards on this front or second page have at least 10% movement that you think are meta and people would still use in their team for one reason or another, right? So for me, this guy's got 99 dribbling. This Oscar Bob's Premier League, fits Evos. This Clint Dempsey, he could be another good one because he's Premier League, actually has good play style, seems decently usable, right? And as you can see, on his 3-day graph, he's actually been trending up for a while. Always be careful if someone's trending up or heavily trending down. If there's a massive difference, to be honest, just avoid it if it's like a little bit sketchy. If you're really good and you know what you're doing, that's fine. But he might have, for example, trended up for like a leaked Evo, and then when the Evo goes, he'll come crashing down, right? You've got to be very, very careful. Even if this graph was the other way around and he was really high over here, low over here, same thing. But you've got to be very, very careful. This card looks perfect. This short card, as you can see, technical, low driven, not like team of the season level, but clearly very, very usable to a few set of people, right? Look at this graph, perfect. If you, in any 3 days, you would have bought her at this low point here at 13,000 coins, you can easily sell, not just for 15, but for 16 or 17,000 coins. You can see the sales here, right? Go on her sales history and you can see 18,000 coins, 18,000 coins, 17,000 coins. And you can see she goes all the way down at 11,000 coins and then back up to 17,000 coins. You just can do this multiple times a day, and now you can do this on a low budget. The game is completely changed. Right, we're going to talk about fluctuations later on in the video at a different level, so we'll quickly move on. If that's like still not clear, don't worry, we'll cover it later. Stick around, we'll go into it. But we've got a new method for the last one at this budget tier that I'm very, very excited to show you. Boys, please do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We've still only got like less than 20% of people watching these videos subscribed. That's probably includes you guys. Mental. Subscribe, more videos like this one for this year and also next year's FIFA. But let's show you the new method, right? Okay, this is something that has been around on FIFA for a while, but people kind of forgot about it. It kind of became ancient. All you're going to do, it's kind of like a filter. You go to special, you put minimum price 10, you put maximum price at 20, and you put minimum buy now at 30, right? The 10, 20, 30 method. Hopefully a few of you guys is just like tick the bell in your head of the 10, 20, 30 method. But if not, no worries. The reason this works is because what this brings onto the market when I show you is cards that have listed for their bid is a really, really low price. They pretty much listed at, you know, open bid, but they're worth more than 30,000 coins, right? In the general sense. If we search it, for example, you get someone like McCabe. This McCabe was listed for 11,000 coins bid, but of course she sells for way more than that. Mariona, 15,000 coins bid. I mean, she probably does sell for that. Okay, yeah, Mariona is 15,000 coins. Hence, you can't just buy everything on this page, but you'll see what I mean. The more you go through, there'll be cards here that sell for more than like 11,000 coins, but are listed for 11,000 coins on bid. In fact, this Nevado here, just to check, because obviously no one's really looking at this card, sells for about 13 to 15,000 coins. Now for me, on 21 mil, obviously I wouldn't do this consistently, but if I can buy this at 11 and sell it at 15 multiple times a day, there's pretty good coins early on. So all this method is you need to have a little bit, you'll build up the market knowledge the more you go on. You go through this page here, look how many cards here, look how many cards are here. And all you're going to do is look to win cards on bids that sell for more. I know it's so simple, but it's such a good filter for it. Now, the biggest thing with this method that people get wrong is they do it at the wrong times and then get pissed off when they're winning no cards. There are two different times I would try this. Number one is super insanely active times, like Fridays at content, 6, 7, 8 p.m., when everyone's focus is elsewhere, right? Everyone's playing champs or looking at team of the season, right? That's number one. The other one is do this overnight Europe time. So for Americans, like if you guys are Americans, that is so good for you because you guys will just not be crazy, like trying to sleep like UK people. But 1, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. UK, so many cards go under the radar on bid because not a lot of people are on the game. So they just forget about them and they go for stupid cheap on bid. This is such a good filter. Literally, just win cards on bids, sell them on for more. If it's really slow at times and you're winning none of the bids and you're getting really frustrated, just leave it and come back to it another time. It does get very competitive at certain times throughout the day and certain days throughout the week. I didn't even keep an eye on this card, but she sold for 11.2. Someone can go and sell it for 15, make 3,000 or 4,000 coins, and it is as simple as that. It is really nice, but we need to move on to 200 to 500,000 coins. Now, this is what I'd call the investment tier. It's when it just gets a lot more fun, right? It gets a lot easier. You don't feel like you're doing trading as a full-time job. So let's jump into 200,000 coins to 500,000 coins. Number one, use the previous methods. Like if you just skip to this section in the video, the previous methods are still going to be insane for this. But again, not going to cover them again, but use the previous methods from probably step 2 more than step 1. You don't need to do step 1 at this stage anymore, but the step 2 method's really good. However, we have got another new method. I spent ages trying to find a couple of new methods that still work right now. And there's a surprisingly quite a lot. We could probably do a whole other video on it, but there's still quite a lot. This one is quite cheeky, but it's one of my favorites, right? It's kind of funny. All you're going to do is go to icon and just put icon in and just go to maximum buy now 70,000 coins. You could actually up this to a little bit, but if you up it too much, you get too many icons on the filter, right? So, for example, we've seen a Nesta there at 69,500 coins, and I'm pretty confident. Already, that's a pretty decent one. Again, this method's not going to make you 20,000 coins of cards, just to be clear. That's a little bit later on, but just so we get the expectations out there. This guy goes up to 77,000 coins. Not often, as you can see. I mean, had a crazy spike there, probably for an Evo, but he gets up to 75, 77,000 coins. He's probably not going to sell for more than 77. Like, I think going higher than 77 is a little bit unrealistic. If you picked him up at 69, sold him at 77, it's 3,000 or 4,000 coins a card. That's all we're looking to do here. Now, these lazy sell very well, and they come up quite frequently if you're doing this at the right time. We're looking for minimum price icons that actually are sort of like 70, 80k, but people have just listed them at minimum price because they can't be asked. All you basically do is go to any price you are right now. So I am on 74,000 coins, right? I go to any price where there's only one icon over the hour. So we just got a right card there at 71,000 coins. We'll have to check if he's worth it or not. I've not done this filter in ages. But basically, you want only one card over the hour. Otherwise, this compare price method now, pressing X and back on Xbox, or I guess square and circle on PlayStation, doesn't work, right? It doesn't work if you do it when there's more than one card over the hour. Because again, EA have coded a pretty poor game. But if you've got only one card over the hour, this Nesta here, it still works. If you've got more than that, it doesn't work. You press X and A, square and circle, compare price back out, and that'll just refresh the market. That's all it's doing. So if someone lists a card, it will now show it. That's literally all it does. And all you're looking for is a card that sells for more than about 75,000 coins coming up with this card, right? Now, you can learn this at the start by going somewhere like FUTGG, and seeing that, for example, you've got like this Hurst, a Gattuso, Sauer, a Billy, Dunga. We had that Rijkaard come up at 71,000 coins. He seems to sell, to be fair, for like, he sells pretty consistently. There you go. He sells pretty consistently at sort of 80,000 coins, it seems like. Most of the set, yeah, he sells pretty consistently at 80,000 coins. To be honest, he's probably a buy at 71. Someone might have already bought him. Buy him at 71, sell him at 80,000 coins. But you learn it like this. You'll just learn it the more you do it. You'll see that Sauer is 79,000 coins. The more you do this, you'll see that she can go even higher, towards 90,000 coins. If you see a Sauer there, let's see that 72, this would be on the filter. You buy it, you sell it for 80, you make coins, you move on. It's just such a nice method to do, like in the background, something like a little bit more chill than regular trading, but prints free coins, especially during Weekend League. Everything during Weekend League is better because there's more cards, more players, everything moves faster. But here is the main single method for 200k to 500k that will get you there in a single trade. And there's multiple ways to do this, but here are the ones I would go for, right? The first one has been, I would say, the GOAT. If we're doing a GOAT list of trading methods of FC26, this is the GOAT. This is number one. This is the king. This is the one you can't knock off. This is the Mo Salah of the Premier League, the Dominic Szoboszlai currently, right? 85s. 85s are so broken. 85s, every single week have done the same thing, and they will continue to do it until at least the end of the team of the season. You buy them on Sunday and Monday, and you sell them on Wednesday evening. There you go. That's the trading method. There you go. Done. Wrap it up. Pretty much, you will see with this Young Son, as an example, when was the last Sunday we had? Okay, I guess it was all the way back here. Sunday, Monday, right? So you buy them at 1.1 thousand coins. As you can see, you get them on, always get them on bids. Squad battle rewards here, a really good time to buy them. You get them on bids like 1,000 coins, even less. You can get them at like pretty much discard. And as is normally the case, Wednesday night was the absolute highest sell point. The reason they fell down here was because rival rewards. People always open their rival rewards, and that brings fodder down. Hence, you see this massive drop off. But anyway, Wednesday night's always the sell. If you bought them at 1k and you sold them at 2.4, you're more than doubling your coins. I know it's like, We spoke about this so much, but like if you put 200k into that at 1k and you sold them all at 2.4, I think you're pretty much at 500k already. There you go. That's the whole section done. Not the only way you can do it though, because it is team of the season. Let's talk team of the season. There is always one card that's well out of packs team of the season, and they're the absolute cheapest cards on the game, right? Lewis Hall, James Garner, and possibly David Raya as well. Goalkeepers normally do really, really well. These two cards, and even Granit Xhaka, to be honest, if you get them at the right price, will do really, really well out of packs. But you need to buy them at the right time, and now it's probably too late. So, for example, we go on this James Garner card. As you can see, he was cheapest during week and league Saturday when he's at discard. You're always looking to get these cards at discard, and to be honest, there's probably people who did this at discard, bought him, and then sold him at 15,000 coins, and have already had their profit. But you can always hold these cards out of packs for a week or two, and they always rise as well. Anytime these discard cards that are either good for Evos, good for fodder, or a little bit usable, bid on them for discard. Don't even buy them. Bid on them for discard. Get as many as you can and just hold them for a week, 2 weeks, week and a half, couple days. They pretty much always rise in price. The higher end team of the season's much more difficult to trade. Don't worry, not going to talk about that. But these lower end team of the season's amazing out of packs if you get them at the right time. And the last one is out of pack golds that either rise because, again, fodder or Evo. So CR7. CR7's not only an 85 for fodder, but he's also an Evo card because people like to Evo Ronaldo. Now, he's going out of packs because he's getting a team of the season in the Saudi League. Even though this guy's already up from the 85 price, he was 1.1 this morning on Friday. People have started to buy him because they kind of realized, okay, he's going out of packs today. Buy this Ronaldo at 1.1, get him on mass. He'll go up for 85s, but he'll go because people buy this card to do Evos with him. He's not getting packed. He's not getting put onto the market because he's going out of packs. Fodder cards, Evo cards going out of packs during team of the season will do really, really well. And obviously, Ronaldo's is like such an obvious one, but I'm sure you can find other ones that the day before they go out of packs or even the 2 days, like the Thursday before they go out of packs, you can buy on them on mass, let them rise a few thousand coins, sell them. Everyone's happy. You'll get to 500,000 coins in literally no time. But boys, the big section, the 500k to 1 million coins, or just call it the 1 million coin plus section as well. This is for everyone. This is how I bought all of these cards on screen now, and it is fluctuations, and fluctuations have changed completely. Fluctuations have changed massively from even just 3 or 4 weeks ago, and of course, that's all to do with team of the season, which happens every year, but I mean, you know, are we surprised? A little bit, to be fair. But yeah, it's changed massively. So this is how I would do fluctuations, how it's changed, what to do. If you're someone on 500,000 coins plus, and every single one of you guys watching this video is almost guaranteed to get there, in my opinion, with how easy it is right now. This is broken. Like, there's no other way to put it. It is literally broken. Right, we're going to jump into it on FUTGG, but boys, if this is something that's useful to you and you're up to this point, I think you're going to benefit massively from the Discord, the free Discord down below, and also the Twitch stream. You'll benefit massively, 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 because it's mostly what we cover in there. Because we're on 21 mil, we often cover the high budget stuff. So get yourself in the free Discord, get yourself in the Twitch streams. You will massively benefit. But we're going to go back to FUTGG. Now, I always show FUTGG, and I feel like I always say this. It's not the only way to do it, but just as making like a beginner or tutorial style video, it's so much easier to show than doing like crazy, you know, analytical methods that we don't need to get into, right? FUTGG, but this time we're on that momentum trends, the same page I showed you before, and we're going to do pretty much any budget. Now, what I always do at this stage, if you guys have the coins, I put minimum 99k or 100k, right? You don't need to do that. I just want to trade cards that are going to give me a little bit more profit, more for time, right? There's no other reason I do that. But this is what has changed. It used to be about buying at the right time and selling at the right time. Now, it's more about buying the right cards and buying them as much as possible. The way trading has changed is cards fluctuate consistently daily during team of the season. Yes, cards like crash like across the course of the game, but if you just trade things quick enough and frequently enough and every single day, obviously not every single day, but as much as you can be on the game, right? When you're on the game doing this, and you learn this down to a T. I've made, I think, 3 million coins the other day. I made 4 million coins in a day. Of course, I'm on a big budget, but like it wasn't hard. That's the big thing to go. It wasn't hard. So on this page, we are avoiding cards that we have no interest in because they have no value. So for example, this guy, I can't even say his name. Apologies if you're from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I can't say his name, but he to me has no value. I am sure he's absolutely fine to fluctuation trade. I avoid cards that have just random prices because they're rare, okay? Yilmaz, again, no one's really buying this card. It's traders trading traders. That's my saying on it. It's traders trading to other traders. I care more about Mariona Team of the Year, Pedro Neto Thunderstruck, Demore Thunderstruck, cards that for Evos, cards that are just meta outright. Vitinha Team of the Year at a really high budget. Xavi Thunderstruck is great. They're the cards I care about. Vinicius Jr. Team of the Week. Cards that actually would get used during champs or in Evos. They're the cards I really, really care about. Avoid cards that are currently in packs if you don't know what you are doing. So right now in packs, as I record this, it's about to be Prem Team of the Season into then Bundesliga and Saudi Team of the Season. Do not trade those cards in packs. It's just, you make a lot of coins off it if you know what you're doing, and that is what the rest of these YouTube videos for. So subscribe, stick around, whatever, but don't trade them just off this. It's too difficult. They rise and crash too much, and it's unpredictable, right? You trade out-of-pack cards. For example, Bruno Fernandes is an out-of-pack card, right? Not been out of packs for years. Look at this guy's graph on the 3-day. Perfect. Up and down, up and down. Buy him at 470, sell at 530. Buy him at 490, sell at 530, right? You often buy below this point and above that point as well, so it's even better. All you're looking for is a graph that fluctuates and not a graph that has massive crashes and spikes. See if we can find like a massive crash and spike graph. This Charbum come here, much more risky of a card. Clearly up because of an Evo, right? With 70 or 60,000 coins here, and it's just the 86 one. 70,000 coins, clearly starts to fit Evos and has those massive spikes. If you buy it a big dip here, the card might, without you realizing, not fit an evolution anymore and just keep dipping, right? This, on the 3-day graph or week graph, you see this big, whoa, big swing up. That's what you avoid. It's as simple as that. Whereas a card like Mariona Team of the Year, I don't know if this is going to be a good price, but I know for a fact that consistently, she had a small rise from 640 to 700, but even 640 now, she's below that now, right? She's below her low point. She's not had that crazy rise. Look on the 3-day graph, right? Perfect, okay? Once you found the Mariona card or whoever it is on this 6 hour, all you're looking for, by the way, this is just, I think this is obvious, but it's listed by percentage drops on the cards. Mariona is down 10%, and that's why we're looking at this page here, okay? So Mariona is down 10%. We'll take a look. We'll just choose this card because we like look of it. It's meta. Go on the 3-day graph. You go, okay, she looks like a good card. And now we're looking for a buy price. How do we know if this actually, like this low point, the suggested low point from FUTGG is worth buying? Well, if we go on the sales history, it's always got the sales history down here. It gives you real in-game data. We can see she consistently seems to sell for 730, or even more recently, she sells a lot for 719, 710, 710, right? If it wasn't like consistent here and it didn't look like good, I would not touch the card. If the sales looked a bit dodgy or she just wasn't selling that high, like I'm not going to try and sell at 770. She's only sold at 770 once. I'm never touching that, right? But she sells consistently at 718, 710, 715, right? Those like low 700s. So I know that 631 for this card, if I can sell this at 710, looks like a pretty decent price. I would buy the card, sell it at 710. But again, you need to work within your budget because you're looking to buy a lot of cards and buy them fast. So if you're someone on 630,000 coins, I wouldn't buy a Mariona. If you're someone who's on 630,000 coins, I would put your maximum budget at maybe 300,000 coins, right? Put it at 300,000 coins, and at least then you can buy 2 cards. Maybe you did guy this Pires, and maybe this Paulo Futre is a good trade, or the Bellingham Thunderstruck, right? Then, if one card fucks up, if one card you go, actually, he's going to fall down in price, you've got to quickly sell him, you're still making coins on another card, and you just keep rinsing and repeating. So the big thing that's changed is it's all about rinse and repeat, do it as much as possible. There is one exception to this rule. And the one exception is why I am currently right now sold every single one of my cards, and I'm selling nothing. The one exception to this rule is have everything you have traded sold by 6 p.m. UK on Friday, because you never know what EA are going to do. That new team, the new team of the season team, the new content release that could fuck up your cards massively with Evos or SBCs, whatever they do. So, number one rule, get liquid at Friday, 6 p.m. So Alyssa Thompson, 155,000 coins. As you can see, she has a perfect fluctuating graph. Her low point seems to be about 130 and her high point seems to be about 180. Or that's not consistent. Maybe 170 is a high point. So as you can see here, she sold at 175 plenty of times. All you would be looking to do is get this card at these prices here, 150,000 coins. You can then sell it at 176, 178,000 coins. Make 10 to 15,000 coins, whatever it is, whatever price you get, and move on. It's consistently about buy and selling, buy and selling, buy and selling. Every card you buy should be sold within 24 hours unless you have a good reason for it not being sold, right? Every card, set it within 24 hours. You should lose on some cards. 10%, 20% of the cards you buy, you will lose coins on. Fine, get them sold and then win it back on the next cards. And honestly, boys, this is how we've been making 1 million coins, 2 million coins, 3 million coins a day during the Twitch streams. Well, I did promise you guys 3 of the bonus tips that I always abide by. The way we've got to 22 million coins and could be on a lot more if we didn't get forced to open store packs with coins on stream. But another one for another day, right? Here are the 3 bonus tips. Number 1, avoid cards that are in the same position as Evos and SBCs that are either coming out or have come out. So, for example, we've got a Teo Hernandez SBC leaked to come today. I'm not going to trade left backs, right? Because what if all my left backs get tanked in price because Teo Hernandez is really good? That's number 1. Number 2 is don't ignore lower budget stuff. Mass bidding is the single best method on the game. Just because I'm on 21 million coins, if I ignore that, that's my fault. You've got to mass bid if you want to make the most amount of coins. Ignore the rating. That says low budget perfectly. Mwah. Don't ignore low budget stuff. And the most important one, number 3, subscribe. Nah, I'm messing. The most important one is enjoy it. Spend your coins on the icons you watched when you were growing up, right? Spend your coins on the team. Do Evos. Do things you enjoy. Do not sit and hoard coins like me here. I'm going to buy team of the season and team of the season. Wait, what? Team of the season Messi and team of the season Ronaldo on the Twitch stream to play my champs. Am I going to lose coins on the cards? Yeah, I'm going to lose coins on both of them. Probably hundreds of thousands of coins. But I get to use team of the season Messi and Ronaldo. So make sure to enjoy it as well. Boys, I hope this really does help. The last one of FC26. What a ride this game has been. Everyone's hated it. But for me, it's the first year doing content. And I've loved it. I've loved hanging around with you boys on the streams, the Discord, these videos. I really have. So, boys, honestly, I really do appreciate the support we've had just on the channel in general. Really, really do. I would love it if you subscribe. We're trying to hit 20,000 coins. 20,000 coins. Hopefully, yeah. We're trying to hit 20,000 subscribers by some point. That would be pretty cool. But in general, boys, just until the next time, I'll see you all in a bizzle.